Good afternoon to everyone.
ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾ?
ಹೇಳು ಸರ್. ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
Sir, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah. Sir, today is fourth Saturday since office is holiday.
Yeah.
Uh,
yeah.
Most of them are connected through online. They're connected through online. Some of them they're yet to come. We'll wait for another 5 minutes.
Yeah, we can wait. You tell me
Okay.
when. Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Very briefly, I will just share with you what we will do today.
Okay.
Just 2, 3 lines. One is some of the groups have already collected plastic and given for recycling, so we will acknowledge those.
Okay.
Then second is there was a call for summarizing the first and second session in Kannada.
Yes.
So I'm going to show one slide with bullet points for the first session we took.
Okay.
And then the second session, the bullet points. If
Okay.
when I repeat the bullet points, some of them, we can have somebody translate into Kannada and say.
So
So,
you do, sir, you please send it. So
okay,
you
okay.
do that in our office
All
and
right,
then transfer it to all the participants through our DDPay.
all
So,
right.
so that we can do it.
Yeah. But some of the points I will just repeat today also. A few points from the first session, a few points from second session.
Yes,
And then
sir.
we will do the third session so that there is a continuity. Okay.
Okay, right, sir.
Now we will wait for the people.
Another 5 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, yes. I'm here.
Thank you.
Hello.
Sir, good evening. You can start, sir.
Yeah, we
Hello.
can start now.
So I welcome once again Sri Vinod Bodankar for this seminar, third webinar at the Davangere district. And I welcome all the participants, teachers from across the district. Many of them are connected through online from different places. So I welcome you all. So let's start the webinar.
Right, we can start now. So shall I start?
Yes, sir, you can start. Sir.
Some of the people are sitting in some groups like this before in groups of 2, 3, I think some people are sitting like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you so much for calling us. I think we'll have to, there is some background sound coming. We'll have to mute. Right. So namaskar and good evening to all in Davangere. So I'm just going to start with the PowerPoint directly. So this is the teachers training. Session number 3 is there now today. So every time we start, we share the title page, which shows that inside our mind, we have to bring the whole planet. And the very name of our program and project is Sagarmitra, Friendship with the Ocean. So always we should see our land and we should see our water. And however many times we repeat this, because we are going to teach this to the children, no? So we must become very familiar that the moment we say save our land forest, we have to remember, oh, what about the ocean? Save our ocean forest also. Unless we do both land forest and ocean forest, we cannot save our planet. So the name Sagarmitra is very important to repeatedly see, because we are going to show this name to the children. So every time we start a session, we start with this particular picture. It reminds us that for a long time we have been ignoring the ocean. And so for our school children and for the families which live on our housing society, for the families which live in our village, for families which live in our town, for the families which live in our city, it is not a very familiar thing that we have to care about the ocean. Except for the people who live on the coastline, the ocean seems to be very far away. So our whole effort here, the reason why we are seated and having the first session, second session, third session, is we have to become ocean conscious. Unless the ocean is in our consciousness, we will not look at the problem in the ocean. At the outset, it seems that we are trying to solve the problem of plastics. Now, when we give a problem about plastic pollution, which is the size of India, then people in my Maharashtra say that is too large. We will solve it for Maharashtra. Then if we go to the people of my state and say, let us solve the plastic pollution problem for Maharashtra state, then most of the people will say Maharashtra is too large for me. I will solve it for my district. If I go to the people of my district and say, let us solve the plastic problem for my district, most of the people will say, district is too large for me. Let me solve only in my city. Similarly, we want to bring them to, I will solve it for my family. But the point I was trying to make here is very important. If we talk about something as large as India, the usual human tendency is to reduce it one step. India is too large, I will solve it for Maharashtra. Oh, you're saying Maharashtra, then Maharashtra is too large, I'll solve it for the district. That is why, if we say, let us solve it for the planet, let us solve it for the whole ocean and for the whole planet, the likelihood is that the person listening will say, the planet is very large, I will solve it for my country at least. So at least the person will take it up for his country, or if not that, then for his district. So we always start with the planet. People can reduce it. They can say the planet is too large, I will solve it for my district. But we should always give the entire problem before the people who are seated. Please remember, we are talking about the consciousness of children also here. When I put my child in primary school, I already tell the child that he will have to give a 10th standard and a 12th standard exam. I say to the child that he has to go for 12 years to the school, and then the child reduces that and says, I will do only first standard. then I will do only second standard. That way, we talk about the whole planet, and we should. The crisis is a planet crisis, and in that now we will take up Davanagere. Now there is a need to go into what did we do earlier. In our first session, because we should connect these first two sessions with the third session very quickly. The first Zoom session was on Maitri, that is on friendship. And when we talk to the children, as teachers who are being trained to talk to the children and to talk to our citizens, we have to remember this word very clearly. It is one of the words of Sagarmitra, Sagarmaitri. Maitri is friendship. And clearly into our mind should be the fact that friendship means working together. Friendship means giving mutual support. Because we are talking about children, I'm going into the small details also. The children, what we did in the first session was the universe created life because friendly parts of the universe work together. See, Maitri is working together. So we have to keep on saying to the children, we'll have to work together. We'll have to work together. Friendship means working together. Friendship means working together. Even the universe had to have parts working together. And so life is created. Then there are other parts. Sunlight and trees work together. This is friendship. Because they work together, we get photosynthesis. So sunlight and trees also work together. So we have to keep on saying to the children, human beings and nature will work together. Human beings and nature will work together. This is what we did in the first session. Even inside our body, our heart and liver and kidneys and lungs, they work together. Then we have to say human beings are an organ. The whole water is like blood. And so human beings will have to work together in friendship with the ocean. Sagarmitra are two words. These are not very common in culture. So when we repeat these words about the whole ocean being a crisis and we have to work together in friendship, with the children, a repetition is required. Our organs, our heart, liver, kidney, and lungs, they do work together in friendship, and so we are alive. And now comes the part, why do we say that Sagarmitra or plastic management program should begin with the school? Why do we say that? For us who are undergoing this training, why are we focusing on the school? The largest energy of friendship means working together. See, in the first 2-3 lines we saw, friendship is working together. The largest energy of friendship is present in the pure form of love inside the children. Children are ready to work together. The reason why we find school to be our area of focus is the largest energy of friendship, which means the largest energy of working together is found in children. That is why we will teach them to work together on a global scale. I'm completing the summary of the first session so that we have a continuity. We started with the word Sagarmitra and we started with the word Maitri or only friendship. And I think we consolidated that we reach out to the children because they are the people who are ready to work together very quickly. The adults are not ready to work together very quickly. The adults will always give reasons why working together is not possible. Now, what is the proof that there is friendship in the children? The children take friendship, which means responsibility. The proof of that is they have already recycled 1,000 tons of waste plastic. They have already recycled this and they have saved the rivers and ocean from 1,000 tons of pollution. So they have shown their friendship. Now, this was a summary of what we did in the first session. It is easy to forget because the first session was 3 weeks ago. If you remember, the second session was cancelled. So we had a 15-day gap. So I felt it is necessary to go into a summary of the first session. This I will send and this can be translated into Kannada. You can make it shorter also, but whoever translates can read this completely. And the important point of friendship is working together. The important point of working together to notice children work together very easily. And that is why we are working with children. What is the proof of that? Why are we calling Sagarmitra to do this training? Because we have proved through Sagarmitra that the children do work together. 300,000 children are working together. So our talk about friendship being working together, friendship being large enough to take the ocean inside the heart. That is true. So this is summarized by one picture. Friendship and working together is summarized by this picture. One picture only from the first session. There were many pictures there. Through the ceaseless churning of the universe, the planet Earth was born and life was born on this planet. So many parts of the universe had to work in friendship. Many parts of the universe had to work in friendship, and then life was born. And all the human beings will have to become friends with the ocean if this life on the earth is to be saved. Please remember, in this picture we showed the green part of the ocean. If I go back a little bit, this picture is a summary of the first session. So this picture says that because many parts of the universe became friends with each other, life was born on the planet, life was born in the universe, in the ocean. And this ocean greenery is still friendly with us and sends us oxygen. This is a summary of the first session. Now we come to the summary of the second session that we took last time. A little more complicated. I am sending a summary of this in English to, I think, one or two people have offered that they will change it to Kannada. But because we want to remember that friendship is important, children's friendship is important, us teaching the schools is important. So what happens inside the child? When we teach the child, what happens inside the child? That is what we are trying to look at. We already did this last time. These are the bullet points, and there will be one picture at the end of it. So in two pictures, we are going to remember what we did in the first and second session, and then we come to the third session. In the second session, it was about three oceans which meet inside the child student. It's a complex idea. But we saw that oceans are an endless, there is inner ocean and there is outer ocean also. So the moment we say Sagarmitra, we have to come out with something new, because if we don't stretch into something new, we are not going to learn new things, and we will keep doing the old things in the old way. Oceans are inside us and outside us also. They work together. The first outermost ocean is the ocean of all the universe, which is the ocean of existence and energy. What is written in red is the Hindi pronunciation. We need not go into that. It's called Kshir Sagar, the ocean of what we call as Amrit, that which gives life. So the outermost ocean is the whole ocean of the universe. In the universe, there is existence and there is energy. This is summary of the last session, second session. There is an inner ocean inside the child. And the first ocean we find is in the heart. It is called Karuna Sagar. Inside the heart, there is an ocean of love inside the child. It's a very large ocean. It can take in the entire planet inside. So we have to change our perception as teachers, and we have to see that the child seated before us whom we are teaching, or even the adult who is seated, has an ocean of compassion inside. Potentially everybody has that ocean. But the children have it right at the surface. It is very easy to make the child sensitized. When we say that we will take Davangere through a plastic waste management program, we are talking about a program of sensitization. We are talking about the program of sensitization. So to sensitize people, we have to see what is the architecture, what is the mechanism of sensitizing a person. The mechanism of sensitizing a person is when we sit with them, when we see them, we do not see only the body, we see into their heart, and we become conscious that inside the heart of that child or adult, there is a Karuna Sagar, and our teaching must reach that Karuna Sagar. Our teaching cannot be only words, no? Our teaching cannot be only pictures. Unless and until I fall in love with the ocean, how can I make the child fall in love with the ocean? So for a teacher, it is very important that if the teacher wants the child to fall in love with the ocean, you have to fall in love with the ocean. So we have to come in touch with the Karuna Sagar inside us. Very important part. It is the reason why Sagarmitra is succeeding, that in our teachers training, we talk about the feelings of the teacher and the feelings of the children. We don't talk about only plastic, We talk about the person who throws the plastic, the person who is going to stop throwing the plastic. So there is an inner ocean called the ocean of compassion. In the Sagarmitra Abhiyan, when we teach the children, we will be handing over the PowerPoint to you. we bring the inner ocean, which is Karuna Sagar, and we touch it with the Kshara Sagar, which is the outer ocean. So the saltwater ocean, you have seen so many pictures of that in our slides. We bring that outer ocean and we touch it to the heart of the child. So the teacher has a responsibility not only to show the picture of the outer ocean, but to try to see while talking, whatever we say, whatever dead fish we are showing, some birds are eating plastic, are we actually moving the child and are we touching the child's compassion? A teacher has the responsibility to see that. That is why in the second session we speak. Inside the child, there exists a Karuna Sagar. When we show them the saltwater ocean and the death of the birds there, then the forest there is dying because of plastic, are we really able to change the thinking and the feeling of the child? It is the responsibility of the teacher to do this. Otherwise, the child will pick up the plastic because sir said pick up the plastic, so I picked it up. The child should pick the plastic because they have fallen in love with the ocean. So our job as teacher is deeper in a program like Sagarmitra. We are not just giving instruction to the child. We are trying to see, is each child falling in love with the ocean? So Karuna Sagar is mentioned in this. This means that we place the polluted saltwater ocean inside the ocean of love and compassion in the student. That makes the child sensitized. I'm going fast through this now. The child becomes sensitized to the ocean. Every time they throw plastic, they will see dying fish inside the ocean. They will see some birds which are eating that plastic inside the ocean. When we did the difficult job of showing the river to the child on the picture in the slides, we had a difficult job when we started Sagarmitra. We showed them the river, we showed them the plastic in the river. We had to convince the children that the river takes it to the ocean. We had to show them how much is gathered in the ocean. And we had to say it in such a way that it touches the heart of the child, not just the mind of the child. Please remember, this is an important part of our learning. I'm also learning along with you, learning and teaching each other. How do we approach the child? The world of the child is an emotional world. The world of the child is not an intellectual world. The world of the child is not the world of planning for government. The world of the child is an emotional world. It is a very sensitive world. And so we have to realize that the most sensitive part of the child is the karuna in the heart. And our entire delivery as teachers to the child should be sensitive to the fact that the life of the child, the universe of the child is an emotional universe. The second part is the life of the child and the world of the child is an emotional universe. So what happens? The child looks at the ocean and the ocean seems to be shouting to him. The child is emotional, okay. The saltwater ocean shouts to the child, I am in danger. We have to place it like that before the child. That the ocean is shouting and saying, you people are throwing plastic and I am in danger. And the compassion inside the child says, you are in danger, I will come and help you. This has to be an emotional thing which comes from the child. So it's difficult to convey across completely, but the teacher's job is not just to give the knowledge, but to make sure that the teacher is sensitive, that the children live in an emotional world and has the emotion reach the child, that the oceans are in danger, the fish are shouting and saying, please save us. The birds are shouting and saying, please save us. The trees inside the ocean are shouting and saying, please save us. And then the child will say, yes, I'll save you. So the child who is a stakeholder says, I am here to save you. And that saving action is a friendly action because the child knows friendship is working together. And then they start doing Sagar Maitri, which means work together in friendship to save the ocean. Work together in friendship to save the ocean. There are 7 oceans inside the child actually. I'm not going to go into the detail. We finished this last time. Inside that, we have talked about the ocean of Karuna and compassion. As you continue with us, 2nd October, when probably I will be coming to Davangere, if we continue our meetings, then we will realize there are actually 7 oceans inside the child. One is the ocean of Shakti, one is of Shanti, one is the ocean of Sanjeevani, one is the ocean of Karuna, which we talked about just now, sensitivity. There is an ocean of Kartavya, that is duty. There is an ocean of drishti, so the vision of the child becomes like an ocean. And there is an ocean of seva, which is the service given by the child becomes like an ocean. As a teacher, we have to keep actually notes on. Have I managed to sensitize the strength inside the child? Is the child doing the work with all his strength? Is the child doing this in order to bring peace to all the disturbed universe? Is the child every time ensuring that he rejuvenates the parents at home? That if he is sensitive to the ocean, then has the father become sensitive to the ocean? Has his mother become sensitive to the ocean? So rejuvenating myself and others. And Karuna is of course at the center of it. And does the child now take it as his kartavya and duty? As it becomes the Sanskriti of the child, the daily vision of the child? Has it entered into the child only as sanskara or as Sanskriti? Has it become the lifestyle of the child to bring plastic? The reason I'm saying this is we check all of this. That is why we have managed to get this 300,000 students. Because we are not looking only at the plastic, but at the inner oceans inside the child. There are 7 oceans inside the child. As a teacher learns Sagarmitra with us, they learn to touch the Shakti and the strength of the child, the Shanti and the peace inside the child, the Sanjivani and the rejuvenation capacity inside the child, the Karuna and the compassion of the child, the Kartavya and the sense of duty in the child, the Drushti and the sense of vision in the child, which means the Sanskriti of the child, the culture of the child, and then the action of the child. Seva becomes a monthly action. The Sagarmitra is monthly action of being friends, of working together, of learning the inner and outer oceans, and therefore the children manage to bring 3 tons of waste plastic every week. The children are managing to bring 3 tons of plastic every week. This may directly seem to be very detailed, but yes, it is detailed because this is the detail with which a work should be done. Lastly, these 7 inner oceans are called Kranti Sagar because they bring about a change in our district. The children succeed and they bring about a change in the district. I want to speak about something very large which happened in Pune, Maharashtra yesterday. Yesterday there was a meeting at the Vidhan Bhavan of Pune Council Hall, that is at the office of the Divisional Commissioner. The Divisional Commissioner called a meeting where our Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar was there. And Sagarmitra was called to the stage. I went to the stage there. And now we have a MOU signed between the government of Maharashtra and Sagarmitra. And memorandum of understanding has been signed that the method of teaching Sagarmitri, it should be taught to 2 teachers in every school of Pune district. There is a memorandum of understanding signed already yesterday. Because we go into such detail, the government has decided that this should be the method, then we'll get sustainable change and we'll actually get a change in the amount of plastic which is thrown. It will be less and less plastic. So I wanted to say, last time I spoke to you, we did not have this MOU. Now that I'm speaking to you just yesterday, the Deputy Chief Minister who presided over a function where they called Sagarmitra on stage, and we have been given this particular method of teaching in which we talk about Shakti, Shanti, Sanjivani, Karuna, Kartavya, Drushti, Seva, or we talk about strength and peace and rejuvenation and compassion and duty and vision and service. It is the Indian way of teaching the children. The Western way of teaching the children is talk about the plastic only the material things. The Indian way of teaching children is teaching the responsibility to the child through the sensitization of the child. So I am here to celebrate with you and to share the happiness that we feel that after 14 years of implementing this difficult program, the government has decided in Maharashtra, though this program is difficult, this is the method. Though this program is a difficult method, this is the method, we should train everybody in it. So they have agreed. They have agreed that this method should be used. So now I come to the single picture which summarizes the second session we completed last time. This is the universe as the ocean. Last time we had seen this. This ocean descends into us. This universal ocean which is there, it is the ocean of Adi Shakti. Adi Shakti. This is the ocean of Adi Shakti. This ocean descends into us and becomes Prana Shakti. The universal energy becomes personal energy. And this is present in us in 7 oceans of energy. So there is an infinite ocean outside called Kshira Sagar, which gives infinite energy. Inside us, this energy has descended, and there are 7 types of energy in us, of which we were talking about compassion in the child. And this is the ocean which we normally talk of. So there is a Kshira Sagar, there is a Kranti Sagar inside the child, and there is a Kshara Sagar, which is the saltwater ocean. Sagarmitra is a teaching and learning program in which 3 oceans are taught. Not 1 ocean, but 3 oceans. I again want to repeat that this particular methodology of teaching, we now have the go ahead from the Maharashtra state government that every Sarpanch and every Gram Sevak should be taught Sagarmitra. Sagarmitra means we teach in this way only. This is the Indian way of teaching. What are the inner 7 strengths inside the human being? You may remember this is called Sapta Chakra Sadhana. Before the invasion by the Mughals, before the invasion by the British, inside our Gurukul, they used to make us sit like this. You can see the person seated with the 7 chakras, no? They used to make us sit and they used to teach us Shakti, Shanti, Sanjivani, Karuna, Kartavya, Drushti, and Seva. They used to teach us this. Sagarmitra is bringing the knowledge of the rishis back into our schools. So the Maharashtra state government decided in Pune district, in every village, the Sarpanch and the Gram Sevak will be taught Sagarmitra. And inside every school in the city and every school in the villages, 2 teachers in every school will be taught Sagarmitra. Because the art of teaching the 7 chakras and the 7 skills of leadership, Shakti, Shanti, Sanjivani, Karuna, Kartavya, Drushti, which is vision, the vision of where we have to take the world. And then Seva means Netrutva. We are bringing back the Rishikul teaching to the ordinary schools by bringing Sagarmitra. I just want to repeat that the second talk we had with the Deputy CM was, are we going to do this in only 1 district, Pune? So he said, give me 7 days notice for any district and I will come there for this program. So the second district will be Nashik. The third district, Jalgaon. The fourth district, Sangli. Davangere is a district outside Maharashtra, but we are really blessed that Davangere is Devanagari, the city of the gods, that you are giving us the permission to talk to you about this difficult program. But I am very happy I could tell you during our 3rd session itself that the Maharashtra state government has accepted that this may be a difficult program, but it will give the result. If we do a shallow teaching, it is not going to give a result. So this is the summary of the 2nd session. Now we come to the 3rd session. It's a very simple session, 7 or 8 slides only today. Till now what we did was a summary. So today we start again with this picture for the 3rd session. What I took till now was a summary of the first 2 sessions and the learning from it. Now, please remember one word, ocean, forests. So today we are just going to repeat what we know about ocean, forest. To speak about the oceans is one thing. To speak about our inner oceans is the second thing. What are we going to place before the child is the forest in the ocean. We all have to remember that till now, when we sat for our geography class, or for our botany class, or for our biology class, or for our environment class, or we sat down inside government training institutes to learn about our forests for the Indian Forestry Service, which is at the level of IS also, Indian Forestry Service training is at the level of Indian Administrative Service. So when we sat down to learn about the forests, we had the lessons and learning and teaching only about land, forest. Forest on the land, forest on the land, forest on the land. So the conservator of the forest takes responsibility only for the forest on the land. Forest in the ocean is outside of India. It does not come in the map of India. So there is no budget for it for the forest department and the forest ministry. If we want to change that much, that we want the children to care about the forests which are there in the ocean, we have to see and cement our memory about how much is this forest? How much forest is there? Did we take a good look at it last time? So the forest is 70% is forest. The forest is destroyed because our plastic which goes into the ocean spreads. From India, the plastic goes and spreads into all the ocean. Our plastic goes into all the ocean because the ocean is only one body of water. But it also goes from North America. It also goes from South America. But currently we are sitting in India, so let us talk about India. The plastic from India is going into all the ocean. So we are responsible spiritually for the plastic that we are thrown. Any teacher who teaches Sagarmitra has to feel that as an Indian, if we are throwing plastic, it is going to the ocean. I don't know whether the Indian Forest Department and Ministry tells us that the forest in the ocean is also should be in our budget. But it should be in our emotional budget. It should be in our behavior change budget. When the children stop the plastic from going, they save the ocean. So ocean has the forest. The ocean forest has to be shown to the children like this. We have seen this before. But today we are going to consolidate our mind and our heart on the fact that Sagarmitra is about this forest. Sagarmitra is not just about the ocean. Sagarmitra is about a forest. When we bring the attention of the children to the ocean, if we just say ocean, where will the child look? What should the child see inside the ocean? So the child should be shown that there is something in the ocean which is greenery. It gives us 70% oxygen. In the night, these small creatures I showed you just now, I'll bring that picture back again. In the night, they glow like this. So as teachers, we'll have to go to the internet and say, plankton in the ocean, is plastic damaging the plankton? It has to become our own syllabus and study also. And we find that in every drop of water, in every drop of ocean water, the average greenery is 50,000. 50,000 trees. Please remember, we have not been teaching like this. We don't teach the ocean forests at all in schools. Very little mention will be there. Under the name of algae are there. There are mosses. But we don't teach it as 70% of the forest, and that is our primary pollution. We are polluting the ocean much more than we are polluting the land. Over here, though I don't have the figures written, I just want to remind you that in every drop of water, there are 50,000 of these green small plants. So this has to be remembered. This has to be placed before the children. Different ways and means we may create our own charts to show them. We have to go on the internet and find out about the density of these small green creatures, small green vegetation inside a drop of water. It helps when, I don't know Kannada, but there are some Hindi words which are Sanskritized words. So Kannada must be having some connection with some Sanskrit words also. So there is a festival in India called Kumbh, where thousands of people gather together at the river. So we have found that when we teach the children about the ocean and the ocean forest, we are saying that Themba Themba the Kumbh means in every drop of water, there is a Kumbh Mela going on. In every drop of ocean water, there are 50,000 trees who are gathering together all the time. Human beings gather at the Kumbh Mela once in 4 years. But in every drop of water, the trees gather together like this all the time. And these trees in their gathering are giving us oxygen. They are friendly, they work together, and they are giving us oxygen. If you remember, our first session is about being friendly and working together. Today we went through the first session, being friendly and working together. So these trees, which are microscopic, are very friendly. They don't fight with each other. Human beings, if they meet in these numbers, will fight with each other. These trees don't fight with each other. They are very friendly. And they are giving us 70% of the oxygen, which is Amrit. Oxygen is our Amrit. No, if we don't take oxygen, we will die. So this is the Kumbh Mela of the trees. So we have to create the memory in the child that this is a gathering of trees in order to give us the Amrut called oxygen. So when we say today's session is about ocean greenery, it is not about all the names of the green plants inside the ocean. It is about how do we sensitize the child to the fact that the ocean is green, the ocean has small plants in it. So we will have to learn as teachers, how do we teach this forest to the child? How do we teach this forest to the child? So we found one way recently that human beings gather together during festivals and they create a lot of pollution. And trees gather together in one drop, 50,000 trees in one drop. They are not giving us pollution, no? They are giving us oxygen. So can the human beings coming in a festival give something good and not pollution from it? So enough of this, I will just say that we are throwing plastic on it. And because of that, the sunlight does not reach and the forest dies. In Sagarmitra, more attention is paid to the forest which is dying in the ocean because we have to sensitize the child to think beyond the nation and to think beyond the religion. They have a national and religious identity which divides human beings, but the ocean identity will unite them. I'm going to repeat this 3 times. The land-based identity of nation, the land-based identity of religion is dividing human beings. But the water-based identity that I am going to save the ocean can be said by any person from any religion, from any country, from any language, from any nation. So when we make the people of the planet fall in love with the ocean, they are not many desh, but they become one Pradesh. They are not many countries, but they become one nation. So we have to bring the attention to the ocean and the forest in it. Today we are going to focus on forest. So a little detail about forest. A little detail about the forest. 30% forest on the land. 70% forest in the ocean. Let me go back one step. 30% forest on the land. 70% forest in the ocean. Now, ocean has many species of greenery. There are millions of types of trees in the land. There are millions of types of small green trees inside the ocean. This is one species, only one species. Prochlorococcus marinus is the name of this species. Prochlorococcus marinus is one species in the ocean. This single species is so large in number and covers so much of the ocean area that it is giving us 20% of the world's oxygen. Single species. Please remember, today's Sagarmitra session is about the forests of the ocean. Sagar Vanarai. So here is a detail. The forests of the oceans are so wonderful and miraculous that only one species in the ocean is giving 20% of the world's oxygen. Today, seated where we are, I'm seated in Maharashtra, you are seated in Karnataka, we are breathing. Let me take one breath, second breath, third breath, fourth breath, and 5 breaths. When I take 5 breaths, this one breath, the oxygen is given by this Prochlorococcus marinus. This creature lives in the ocean and giving us 1/5 of the oxygen. In comparison, the Amazon forest, which is on the land, gives us 17% oxygen. Now, all of us are parents, all of us have seen teachers, we have been students in schools and colleges. Please ask yourself the question, should we or should we not teach the forests of the ocean to the children? Yes, we should teach them because the forest in the ocean is giving 70% oxygen. Apart from that, the plastic that we throw, the plastic that I throw kills these creatures, no? It is killing our oxygen. So in a way, as teachers, as administrators, whether we teach adults or whether we teach children, we have increased our responsibility. Our responsibility now is to say to every human being, save the trees, Save the trees on the land, save the trees in the ocean also. We are doubling the work. हम काम बढ़ा रहे हैं. We are saying we have more work to do. Otherwise, we will ignore the forest in the ocean. We cannot afford to do that. 70% of this forest in the ocean is giving 70% of the cooling effect. We talk about global warming, right? These are our air conditioners. 70% greenery is giving 70% cooling effect. 30% greenery on the land is giving 30% cooling effect. Today's subject is Sagar Vanarai, the forests in the ocean. We are here for teachers training so that we can teach the children and the adults. Yes, the syllabus in every country, starting with India, starting with the states of Karnataka and Maharashtra, starting with the districts of Pune and Sangli and Jalgaon and Davangere, our teachers will start teaching the ocean forest. We will create that Kranti. Kranti means revolution, reform. We will reform the education system. We will reform it so that it goes back to the Rishikul system. The Rishis used to talk about all of the universe. And they used to trust that the child can be made responsible from his Karuna Sagar. The Karuna Sagar of the child will respond when we show them that these small creatures are dying because we throw plastic. Unless we go passionately into teaching, unless we go into all these details of teaching, how are we going to reach the next generation? And we will teach them to save only the trees on the land. Who will teach them to save the trees on the ground? If they go to the conservators of forest and the Ministry of Forest, India does not recognize that the forests in the oceans are part of our responsibility. We don't even recognize that. We say the forest on the land is our responsibility. What about the cooling effect of these? 70% of the forest in the ocean is giving 70% of the cooling for my planet. Who is going to take care of this? So today my talk was to be passionate, to be very passionate about identifying, demarcating, and notifying the forest in the ocean. We identify the forest in the ocean. We demarcate the forest in the ocean. We notify this to everybody. Identification, demarcation, notification is an administrative task. It is also a teaching task. Today what we did, first we identified friendship. Then we identified karuna, that is love. And then we identified forests. These forests are friends with us. This small Prochlorococcus marinus is sending us 20% of our oxygen. So it should reach our heart, it should reach our karuna, that we should not throw plastic and kill these little fellows. Let me read this because this may have to be changed to Kannada. It is the miracle of God and nature that if we wish to see the forests in the ocean, we have to see that forest in a drop of the ocean. In every drop, on an average, there are 50,000 invisible green cells. This is the invisible but largest forest in existence. This is destroyed by plastic pollution. Floating plastic becomes an umbrella on the ocean surface. This blocks the sunlight from reaching the green cells below. Without sunlight, photosynthesis stops, so does life. I think we can agree on this. As part of the syllabus, we have to change this into Kannada. These pictures are of the ocean greenery, which is in the deep ocean. And these are the coastal greenery. Now, because the subject today is the forests of the ocean, I repeat, we call these forests of the ocean as Devrai. I'm not very familiar with the words used in Kannada, but when we go to the Adivasis, when we go to the native populations in the forest, they keep a part of the forest alive. They don't even go into that. They call it Devarai. They call it that is the forest for God. We don't go there. That is a sacred grove. So we have to say that our Devrai or sacred grove in the ocean is all the forest of the ocean is our sacred forest. Remember, our teaching to the children and to adults will not happen till we go into it spiritually, till we go into it emotionally, till we go into it passionately, it cannot happen by just giving some notice. Stop throwing plastic. We have to passionately connect the children to our sacred forest. It is called as a Devarai. We have to find out the Adivasis who are there in the forest populations of Karnataka. In Maharashtra, my father used to work with the Adivasis in Maharashtra. My father, Anantrao, he knew 14 Adivasi languages. Madia, Muria, Pauri, Mauchi, Korku. He knew 14 Adivasi languages. The Adivasis they keep a part of the forest, they don't cut it and they call it Devarai. That is the forest kept for the gods. So we have to now teach the children that the forest in the ocean is a Devarai. It is the forest for the gods. We should not throw plastic on it. So in that forest in the ocean, there is coastal forest also. You can see a picture over here on the right side. That is coastal forest. That is also in the ocean. Now this picture will be shared with you when we share the PowerPoint. Here is a chance of showing the forest of the ocean. So the children are fascinated. We are from Sagarmitra. We can completely, trust us when we say this. The children want to see this picture and they get fascinated by the picture because this picture shows them this forest. Now, I had shown this video earlier, but let us read this slide. I did not read the slide. This forest is our Devrai. This is invisible jungle, ocean forests. The video you see is a satellite image taken from the year 2000 to 2012. The satellite was catching the chlorophyll concentration in the ocean. And it caught the chlorophyll of the ocean plankton, which are the floating small plants. And you will see at the coastline also, it is showing this yellowish color. You see this coastal forest, the satellite could also catch that. And the coastal forest is this one. The long trees that you see is the coastal forest. And the small dots that you see is the deep sea forest. So here, the deep sea forest is made up of very small trees, and the coastal forest, you can see this yellowish coastal forest. That, I'm going to show you a map of that. Now here is a map of only the coastal forest, where there will be algae and kelp and mangroves and so many other species. This forest is not the forest of the small creatures we showed you. When we say ocean forest, and today's subject is Sagar Vanarai, ocean forest. So these are the ocean forests on the coastal areas. And all the coastline has forests. These are the largest forests which are shown. This is a limited map. Actually, every coastline has a forest. But these are the giant forests, which are the forests of kelp and the forests of mangroves. And it is a tragedy of humanity that we don't pay attention to these. On the world map, these forests are shown, but currently only 2 of the forests have been named on the map. This is the Great African Sea Forest, and this is the Great Southern Reef Forest. The rest of the forests are not even named. They are not even named because we don't want to look at Sagar Vandarai. We don't want to look at the ocean forest. So our children who learn this will go in their boats, they will join the Oceanography Institute, and they will start searching for things which we tell them in childhood now. They are going to try and take up oceanography as their careers also. The coastal forests also give 20% oxygen. Now I come back to the closure for today. Today we are going to close earlier. So this is India. Our pollution is reaching the ocean. Now when we see this ocean, in our mind and heart should come the forest of the ocean. We don't have to draw it every time, no. The purpose of today's talk is for us adults who are seated here, every time we see this picture, we see that this brown land has greenery on it, and this blue ocean has greenery in it. And the total brown land of my planet has 30% of the greenery, and the total ocean has 70% of the greenery. Today's task was to place this before you. If the children see the greenery in the ocean, you see here we have drawn the ocean as green. See how the planet is drawn now. The land is drawn as green because the land has green forest. The ocean is drawn as green because the ocean has green forest. Plastic is killing the green forest. So we go back to the rishis and we ask them, what should we do? And the rishis will say, ahimsa paramo dharmaha. Ultimate spiritual responsibility is non-violence. So we have already been taught, we are teaching the children, don't kill the trees in the land. So today we say, every time we say save the trees, as teachers, as administrators, to whether it is adult who is listening to us, whether it is a village person, whether it is a person from the urban area, we are going to say, look, save the trees. There are two types of trees. One is in the ocean, one is on the land. Please save both the type of trees. I have come to double your responsibility. To tell everybody that the task is more difficult. But the difficult task has to be taken. If I have to score 200 runs, if my team has to score 200 runs, I cannot tell my team we should score only 100 runs. No. We have to score 200 runs. How can we tell the team only 100 is the target? So we have to score 30% forest saved on the land. So we have shown the planet as green. You know, the land on the planet. And 30% greenery to be saved in the ocean. So we have shown the ocean as green. So let us double the task for us and for human beings. And we say, don't cut the trees on the land. So someone will say, I never cut the trees on the land. Then we say, don't cut the trees in the ocean. Now the person cannot say, I never do it because they throw plastic. No. Every human being is throwing plastic. So every human being should be made responsible and a Sagarmitra to work together. Friendship, which is our first session, is working together. Sagarmitra, which is our second session, is the ocean is important because the ocean is our friend. So be compassionate towards the ocean. Learn that there is an ocean inside. And the third session is Sagar Vanarai. This is if we want to have ahimsa inside us, if we want to bring back the teaching which was before the Mughal and the British invasion. The Indian Gurukul used to teach Karuna, Bhutadaya, love for the forest, love for the Devarai, love for the forest in the river, love for the forest in the ocean also. So in bringing back Rishi, the Rishi Sanskriti to India, we lost the Rishi Sanskriti during the two invasions. Now we are independent for 78 years. Now it is high time we in our school we get back the Rishi Sanskriti. We can do it through Sagarmitra because to save the tree in the ocean, we have to stop throwing plastic. Ahimsa paramo dharmaha. That means Pune district, Pune city, Devanagari district, and Devangere district and city. We are picking the plastic not because it is a project of the mind, but it is the project of our heart. It is not just a physical project. It's not an economic project. It's not a technical project alone. It is not just an ecological project. It is a spiritual project. It is a spiritual project. We are learning what is compassion inside us. We are learning it because to teach the children, we'll have to learn it. To teach the children, we'll have to learn it. If the rishis taught the awakening of compassion, we have to use the subject of plastic to awaken the compassion in the children. But when we say children, even the adults are children, no? If I am in the United States of America today, and if I sit with the Department and Ministry of Forests, they will say the forest in the ocean is not responsibility of America, no? That is like a child speaking, no? The ocean has forest. Even the children will know. Then the forest department will also have to say, how do we save the forest in the Arabian Sea? How do we save the forest in the Indian Ocean? Today's subject was raising of friendship. The second one was raising the subject of love for the ocean, love and compassion for the ocean. And the third subject was if we love the ocean, then one part of the ocean we have to love a lot, and that is the forest in the ocean. So today we looked at forest in the ocean. global friendship is easy if, as Sagarmitra, we all love our oceans, we work together for our oceans, we become compassionate about our oceans. So we complete our session today. I'm just going to see if there is, yeah. This is what we are showing the children. So we have an entire wall which will be painted in the school like this. So every day the child sees the ocean. By 2050, there will be more plastic in the ocean than there will be fish. So when we say in Davangere, the schools will have Sagarmitra, every school will have a wall of 5 feet by 4 feet where this has to be painted. No? And the language up there should be in Kannada. That this is the ocean, and along with the fish, you can see the plastic. So for children, it is very clear. So this, what is written at the top, can be changed to Kannada. So the point is, can we reach every school in Karnataka? Yes. Just one wall we have to paint, no? How much is it going to cost? Even if we go to the architecture students in college and say, or we go to the NSS students and say to them, please come and do this for the love of the children, out of compassion for the ocean. College students will come and do the painting. So we will have to make this Sagarmitra a program of love and compassion and working together for the ocean. A program of love and compassion to work together for the ocean. There is another picture. You see, there is a school in Jalgaon which wanted a picture which shows all the Sagarmitra. So we made this picture and sent. I'll show you the details. We are ending with this today. I hope you can see all of this on the screen. This is the upper part of the picture. My nation plus blue nation is equal to true nation. Bhukhanda Bharat and Jalakhanda Sagar is Akhanda Bharat. The ocean is our friend, and the ocean gives us 100% rainwater, 100% forest, 100% oxygen, 100% food. Our school is a Sagarmitra school. We collect and recycle waste plastic to save the blue citizens of our blue nation. Then we have shown the phytoplankton here. You know, in every drop, 50,000 phytoplankton. Then the plastic killing these creatures. We protect the ocean forests from our waste plastic pollution. So we have shown the greenery also. So the children see the greenery as green picture. We protect the ocean forest from our waste plastic pollution. It is an Ahimsa project, non-violence project by the children to protect our blue nation ocean. 70% forests are in the ocean, 30% forests are on land. So this poster we have sent. When the school, they have kept about 7 feet by 5 feet area for this poster. Every school in India can have a poster like this. We can give the local language, no? Gujarati, Punjabi. We can go to Morocco and give this in Arabic also. We can go to China and give it in Chinese language. The children will understand, and the children will accept the blue nation as their nation. So let me, I don't know, did you see this picture? I don't know if you could see it.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah. Because sometimes when I switch, yeah, this picture. So I'm trying to now make this very easy. The 3 sessions we are into, 3rd session. You will see this picture talks about all the 3. It talks about friendship. Our, the ocean is our friend. Our school is a Sagarmitra school. Mitra means friend, no? So our first session is about friendship. The second session is about the Sagarmitra is, the ocean is our friend and we are the friends of the ocean. And the third session is ocean and the greenery in the ocean. So this single poster is the simple version of the 3 sessions which we took just now. It's a simple version. So already the schools are asking for this poster. So we are sending on WhatsApp. Now they can change the English into whatever language they want. Ideally, if it is an English medium school, we should have 2 posters. One should be English and one should be in the local language. So we will send you these materials. Of course, we will send you. Now, let me come back to our session 3 PowerPoint. Let me see if there is something more. This is a reminder about what is the next session. The first session was about friendship. The second session was about ocean being our friend and us being friends of the ocean. The third session was about the forests. The fourth session is about a detailing of the pollution. We have just seen maps of the pollution. What is the detail of the pollution? Is it only single-use plastic? Is it larger plastic also? Which plastic is polluting? What is the current technology for removing this plastic? So we will go into, these are the polluted areas. The black color and gray color is the pollution. So next session is going to be about the details of the pollution. Please be patient with me when in the next session, I will sum up the first session in a more brief way. On one slide, we will take 1, 2, 3 sessions, and then we'll start the fourth session. The first session is on friendship. The second session is on Sagarmitra, means friendship with the ocean. The third session is on friendship with the forests in the ocean. And next one is how the plastic destroys the forest. Birds are killing their babies by feeding them plastic. So this is a mother bird feeding plastic to the child. Now the plastic they find floating in the lake, floating in the river, but the largest plastic they find is floating in the oceans. So the bird is going to die before they fly out of the nest. Now, is this going to reach the Karuna or not? Is there a Karuna Sagar inside the heart of every human being or not? This is the question we have to ask ourselves. As the teachers of the future generation, should a picture like this awaken the Karuna inside us? The Karuna Sagar inside us has the capability to become awake when it sees pictures like this. And this Karuna Sagar is most awake, more than adults. It is awake in the children of 5th to 12th standard. On the entire planet, the age group 1st to 4th standard, we should not trouble them. Let them have their childhood. Let them laugh and sing and dance. 1st to 4th standard. Please don't give them any lessons on responsibility. Bachpan, they are very small. 5th standard to 12th standard, they are the next generation. We have to show them these pictures. Here is another picture coming from the next session. I think I will put on the sound and 1 minute. I have to share the sound.
Oh, boogers.
So when we say plastic kills, look at the statistics, please. It has been estimated that over 1 million sea turtles are killed every year. 1 million sea turtles by ingesting plastic and other forms of debris. This accounts for around 10% of the entire population of sea turtles. In 10 to 15 years, we may not have sea turtles. Because the total amount of, you saw this picture also. Let's go back to that picture. By 2050, there will be more plastic in the ocean than there will be fish. So every turtle we have will have plastic around it. So it's going to eat the plastic. So it is time to awaken our heart. It is time to give some simple pictures to the children, show them these movies, and show them the statistics. And then next time, the next session is the fourth session. In that, when we look at this picture, we should see India, we should see the blue nation, which is the ocean, and we should see the greenery of India automatically. And we should see that, oh, there is greenery in the ocean also. And then we should start seeing the sea turtles who are dying, and the fish who are dying, and the greenery which is dying. And we will now start remembering the pictures of all of these and the plastic pictures. So next time we are going to see how much is the pollution. We will be shocked by how much that pollution is. So there is a small prayer to the god called as Varuna. It is the Jalagayatri mantra. The English translation is Om, may water and water culture be my meditation. May the blue ocean bring me wider and deeper. May the blue ocean being make me wider and deeper. May Varuna, the celestial ocean god, uplift my life and make me capable of serving Varuna, the god of oceans, ॐ जलबिम्बाय विद्महे नीलपुरुषाय धीमहि तन्नो वरुणः प्रचोदयात्. You see the picture on the left side. The lower picture shows a brown color, 30% of the forest. The middle picture is a green color, 20% of the coastal forest, ocean forest. And this shows the deep sea color, blue, 50% of the invisible forest. So even here we have placed 30% land forest, 20% coastal ocean forest, 50% deep ocean forest. Om Jalabimbaya Vidmahe Neelapurushaye Dhimahi Tanno Varunah Prachodayat. Om means we are calling on the celestial ocean. That means the whole universe as the ocean of energy. May water and water culture be my meditation. May the blue ocean being make me wider and deeper than the ocean. We have to become wider and deeper in the ocean in our Karuna. And may Varuna, the celestial ocean god, uplift my life by creating Karuna inside me. If I pray to Varuna, he'll create Karuna inside me. So this is our prayer for today. Be the change that nature wants to see. Nowadays we go to the internet and we see a line. Be the change that you want to see. If I say this to a human being, be the change that you want to see, that human being will say, I want to change Hubli Dharwad district. Or the human being will say, I want to change plastic in Mumbai, Bombay. But if I ask nature, what do you want to see? Nature will say, I want to see plastic to be cleaned in every city, not just in Davangere, not just in Pune where I live, not just in Mumbai. That a human being can say a limited aim. Nature tells us to do everything. Be the change that nature wants to see. Every human being should stop throwing plastic. That is what nature is telling us. The president of America might talk to America and say, urban areas should stop throwing plastic, or let us stop throwing single-use plastic. Arey, the birds are dying because of double-use plastic, because of hard plastic also. What is this human talk about single-use plastic, double-use plastic? Every plastic, nature says that every plastic is dangerous to my birds. Every plastic is dangerous to my fish. Every plastic is dangerous for my water. Every plastic is dangerous for my forests. My forests are Devarai. They are sacred groves. They are sacred forests. So be the change that nature wants to see. The change happens through Shanti. I will take a few minutes more. Shanti is what? There are many wars happening on my planet. There are many political fights happening on my planet. There are many competitions between companies happening on the planet. That is the storm on the planet, storm on the land. We have to disconnect from the land and be shant, very quiet inside our soul. हमारे मन में, हमारे हृदय में, हमारे आत्मा में, हमारे रूह में, हमारे वजूद में पूरी शांति. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. When we become completely silent about the things which happen on the land, we are able to look at the ocean. We find the time inside our Karuna and our Buddhi to look at the ocean, and inside the ocean we find a Mitra. Ocean which sends us 100% water. Ocean sends us 100% oxygen. Ocean sends us 100% food. So we find Maitri inside the planet. The ocean is giving us Maitri. So if we are silent, we find the ocean as a friend, and then we start changing our educational systems. We start changing our human beings. We change our forest department to say ocean forest also is included in the budget. There will be range officers going in the boat to check how much pollution is there from the Ganga river, how much pollution is there from the Kaveri river, not just inside the river, but inside the ocean and inside the entire Bay of Bengal. And we'll have to meet the forest department of Singapore and the forest department of Burma and the forest department of Indonesia and the forest department of Philippines and the forest department of Sri Lanka, and go together in boats to find out how we are together spoiling the Bay of Bengal. When are our forest departments going to go international quickly? So there is an Utkranti. When there is Shanti and Maitri, there is an Utkranti. So Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Maitri Maitri Maitrihi. Om Kranti Kranti Utkrantihi. Thank you so much. I'm going to close the session here. I do believe it is a thank you slide. We can discuss or we can send this in Kannada. The first two sessions, those summaries I'm going to send. I will send to Mr. Naveen, I think, and to Mr. Uday. Both of them. One is our bridge to Davangere from the civilian side, Mr. Uday, and one is our bridge to Davangere from the government side. So I will send material of the first and second session summary to these people. By the time we come to the seventh session, we'll have the entire picture of why are we taking one session like this. First session on friendship, second session on ocean friendship, and the third session was on ocean forest. The next session will be Sagar Pradushan, ocean pollution. The one after that becomes Sagar Seva, serving the ocean. And the one after that is Sagar Sanghatan, serving the ocean together. And after that comes Sagar, after Sagar Sanghatan, it becomes Sagar Utkranti. So what is the reform that we will bring? Sagar Netrutva. How are we going to be leaders? How will Davangere district and Pune district lead in this? Change our education system to reflect this. Change every school to have those beautiful cartoon pictures so that all the children know this. Within 2-3 years, they will know everything when they see the picture every day. So can we change Davangere every school? Can we change Pune city every school and Pune district? Can we take the lead for our nation? Can India take the lead for the planet? So the last one is Sagar Netrutva. How are we going to take the lead in this? So thank you so much. My pranam to you that you listen to me, though I try to, go so detailed into this. So I am blessed that you are here because one district from India to get the chance to speak to the representatives of the district, only God can create this opportunity in a city of the name of the city of gods, Devanagari. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for this presentation. And please share the bullet points of the first two, all the last three sessions, so that
Yes.
we can change it to Kannada and then share it to all the teachers through our DDP. DDP is here, present here today.
I will share.
Already, they have taken initiative and they are already collecting plastics at
Yes.
10 schools. So the DC has taken a lot of interest. And we'll share the photos also in one or
Please.
two days, sir.
Please. And the names of the schools, please.
Yeah, we'll share it, sir.
Please.
Really, they have taken a lot of.
So
initiative.
my pranam to them.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Wait, madam, sir. What I want to share, madam. You sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Sorry,
Is anyone from the school here?
Sir.
yeah,
Do they want to speak something? We would like to hear you.
Actually, our other school.
Let them speak in Kannada. You can translate for me.
collect ಮಾಡು.
So my request is whoever got their first report from them about what they have done. So they have collected plastic, right? 10 schools.
They have collected the plastics and they had already since last 2 weeks.
So please, my request is please send us the names of the schools and which city or village they are from. Please. Thank you so much.
The photos also, 1 minute, I'll share it.
Yeah. SR Ages Hebalu, SS Ages Hebanna Beturu. I think someone has written here. GHS Hosjoga. Wow. Someone has put up a hand to ask a question also. Hello. There is a lady who has put up her hand. I think she wants to speak, maybe. There is no name. It is Realme RMX3741. So we can consider that. I got the names. Are these the schools? 3 of them? Hello? I think. Am I disconnected from? Yeah, I found these 3 things written on the chat. JJS Hosa Joga and SRHS Hebalu.
ದಾವಣಗೆರೆ ತಾಲೂಕು ಇದು ಹೊಸ ಜೋಗ ಹೊನ್ನಾಳಿ ತಾಲೂಕು
Hello, Vinod sir.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm sharing the.
I can
sharing
see. I can see. I can see.
So
Wow.
this is.
They have already collected. Wow.
ಮೊದಲೇ ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್
I have a question, sir. They have collected from their homes, no?
Yeah. Yes, sir. They are collected from homes and.
Please send us these photographs, please.
Yes, sir. We'll share it.
This is wonderful. This is beyond wonderful for us.
Yes.
These children are children of God. Bhagwan ke bache. Wow. They have given photograph of inside that.
Yes,
10 schools.
Yes, nearly 10 schools, sir.
So our pranam to the principals and teachers and to the district collector's office and whoever has done this. Now, what is this photograph, sir? It is the school people, teachers.
Teachers talking about that class to the students, sir.
Right.
Stage.
And they are so happy that they saved the lives of birds and fish. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. But this is being taken to recycling then? That is a difficult part, no? That,
So
that the government will.
Through respective Gram Panchayat, sir.
Okay.
Recycling centers, sir. Yeah. And
This,
few are at the city level that been taken by corporations, that Nagar Sabha, right now. The recyclers are not, they are not finalized, not yet finalized.
let me share this with you seriously. It took us 1 year to come to 10 schools.
ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಳಿಸಿ ನೋಡಿ ಸರ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ
It took us 1 year to come to 10 schools in Pune when we started this. So this is on first day only you have completed 10 schools very fast.
ಕಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ
Thank you so much. This is the first photograph, I think. We are back.
More are there?
Please, Mr. Uday, send me these photographs.
ಇದ್ರ ಫೋಟೋ ನನಗೆ ಹಾಕಿ
These are precious for us.
ಕಾಣ್ತೀನಿ ನಂಬರ್ಗೆ
Please, I want to acknowledge this. When we teach the Gram Sevaks and Sarpanch in Maharashtra, when we show this in Nashik district, we are going to show Davangere photographs.
So, thank you so much, sir.
We are going to because we are going to say to them, even online training can work. Many people say online training doesn't work,
ವಿಲೇವಾರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಗ್ರಿಗೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಡಿಸಿ ಸರ್ ಒಂದು ಲೆಟರ್ ಹಾಕಿದಾರ ಹಾಕಿ
ನೋಡಿದ್ರು
ಅದನ್ನ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್ ಅವರು ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You have increased our strength. Thank you so much. God bless the children who have done this. Thank you so much. Oh, this is planting the trees, huh? This is the other things that they do. What is written there on that syntax tank? What is written in?
Sir, hasi kasa is sir wet waste, sir. Ona kasa Kannada is dry waste.
Okay. Thank you so much for showing these things.
This is happening since last 15 days, sir, after your first session.
Oh, this is really happiness. Can we tell, sir? Can we tell these children that if they have brought 10 kilograms, they have saved 1 square kilometer of ocean?
Yes.
If they have brought 10 kilograms, they have saved 1 square kilometer of ocean. Wonderful. Oh, these are videos also.
Yes, sir. Sir.
Amazing.
ಅದು RMS ಸೆಷನ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ನೋಡ, ಅದು ಇದೇ ತರ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಅದು ಒಂದು.
Michael. Wow.
ಅದೆಲ್ಲ
No.
ಸೇವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು.
I want to ask one question. If they bring dirty plastic, then what to do with that? Have you thought of it? They should be instructed to bring clean plastic only, no?
ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡಿ.
We will sort it out as we go ahead.
Yeah, sir, it's beginning, since it's the beginning, there may be some mistakes. We'll further take it, further when, later on, after few days, we'll clean it. So we'll, the quality will increase after some time.
Right. So this is just wonderful.
And then, sir, this sir is taking almost every day, is going to one school and taking some meetings and is also teaching the students. It's doing that since last
Every day 10, 20
Almost
minutes,
every day.
20 to 30 minutes.
around 30 minutes is taking class to the schools, teachers and also students.
So I can see they are showing on the chat also. The different participants here are showing the children and what they are doing. On the chat also, I see many photographs. I can see them.
Yes, sir.
I think the lady who has put up her hand is showing that. Thank you so much for showing. We noticed that. And God bless the children. They are doing God's work. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
So thank you, sir.
So we will complete now.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Yes.
If anyone wants to say something, we can wait for them. Otherwise, we complete. Thank you so much. So next Saturday, we are coming into the fourth session, which is about plastic pollution. The first session is friendship. The second session is ocean becomes friends with people and people are friends with ocean. So ocean friendship. The third one was the ocean, the forests. The fourth one will be ocean pollution. Thank you so much. Yes, ma'am, you have you want to say something? She had put on her mic. Thank you so much. I look forward to coming to Davangere. I hope that 2nd October gets created as a program. It doesn't matter if not 2nd October, then afterwards, whenever you call, a visit to Davangere would be just wonderful. I will try to. I want to show you the meeting with the Deputy Chief Minister. This was yesterday.
Session today.
So if you can see this, this is the ZP CO. This gentleman is the ZP CO. Ajit Pawar, the Deputy Chief Minister, and this is myself over here. And then we exchanged what we call as the memorandum of understanding. So the government will stand with us. They have given us immediately 303 schools. Inside that memorandum of understanding, they said two teachers from every school in Pune district, because while he is the Deputy Chief Minister, he is also the, what do we call it? You know, the caretaker minister for the district. He is that Palak Mantri for the district. And we have the divisional commissioner here, then we have the district collector here, and we have the police commissioner here. So it was a big meeting, about 500 officers were there. And then Sagarmitra, they gave us this. I requested him, I spoke with him for some time, and I said, can we do this in every district? And I said, you have to come there in every district, because you are Deputy CM, you should come to it. So he said, give 7 days notice. And we will do this for Sagarmitra in 36 districts. So next we will be calling him to Nashik for the Kumbh Mela. So he will make a MOU with us for the Kumbh Mela plastics, where 2 crore people will come now for the Kumbh Mela in 2027. He was amazed and he says, 2027 Kumbh Mela is after 2 years. I said, we have to start planning now about plastic. So this I just wanted to show you that after the first 2 sessions, maybe because the children of Davangere served the god of oceans, maybe we became more lucky and we have now Maharashtra government standing with us. I wanted to show you this. I may be able to, yeah, all right, this is what we did. So sharing good news with you that the governments will stand by us. The district collector and the CEO of Davangere ZP, Zilla Parishad is also with us. So we are really blessed in this work. Let us continue to work with the children and the villagers and the teachers and the principals. Thank you. Thank you so much for showing those photographs. Even these photographs which are sent in the chat, I think they will get recorded with me. So I will have to. Thank you so much, sir. It is 5 o'clock now. 1.5 hours we have completed. So approximately 1.5 hours we wait for. From our side, we have half an hour more if someone wants to talk, discuss, ask questions. My task now will be to send the third summary and all three summaries. First summary, second summary, and third summary of today I will make now. And immediately I'll send the two summaries which are ready to two people, Mr. Naveenji and Mr. Udayji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
So are we closing the meeting now?
Yes, sir.
So shall I leave? Because I'm not sure whether I'm now required here or are we closing for everybody?
Kindly, if you have any doubts, you can ask now.
Yeah, any of
Otherwise, the survey is closed.
any of the participants, if they have doubts or if they want to say something about their school or some one child, anything is going to increase our strength, In the initial stages, a reform movement is always difficult. We are always swimming against the tide. So people don't look at even the forest on the ground. We are adding to that forest on the ocean also. But it will be easy to do it. I hope our partnership continues henceforth. Any questions from any of the principals or teachers or parents? Or any of the senior and junior government officers, please ask us. And I think we will be able to sort out all the issues as we go ahead. We are together now for 3 sessions, 4 more sessions to go. By the 5th session, we will almost complete our basics. 6th and 7th session will be our administrative sessions to decide what do we do. Do we take up a pilot project? Do we want to formalize this as a memorandum of understanding? From our side, let me place Sagarmitra as an organization does not ask for money. Even if the government wants us to be knowledge partners, we don't ask for money for this. This is God's work. It cannot be done for money. The ocean is ours. It is part of our nation. So we do it for the nation. We do it for the planet. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So questions, and I think after we translate to Kannada, maybe there will be more interactive. They will see the summary of the first, second, and third, and we can go into it.
Those bullet points of the 3 sessions will convert into Kannada and then share it to all the 3 sessions.
Yes.
That will help us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, sir.
Thanks, sir. Thank you.